We're live, Lisa.
We're live.
It went
Hi.
really fast this time. Hi, sweetie.
Happy Saturday.
Happy
More to
Saturday to
know.
you. Thank you for helping me with so much. I so appreciate it.
Oh, what?
We've been texting. You guys don't know our backstory. We've been texting back and forth,
Oh,
trying to figure out the things that are going on. And luckily, I was well. I don't know if you call it luck. I think my guides helped me get it. But I found a video and sent it to Lisa, and we have all the skinny on these cases that are being delayed, and we figured out it has to do with the immunity case. So
yes.
I'm gonna read to you guys, and maybe you'll get some questions. I have some questions over here, but I decided we needed a flow chart, but I'm going to take the time to do that, and there's no way you could write it
Right.
all out. But so I got this from Glenn Kirshner. Okay, he says, and it won't take me too long, I don't think. He says because Alan Weiselberg perjured himself before Judge Engeron in the New York business fraud case. That's the one with Tish James. Okay, that's the one where there's no jury; it's just up to the judge. And he's pissed off the judge, right? Because not Alan Weisselberg, but Trump has pissed off that Judge Engeron because he's done all those. I mean, he goes out there and says all that crap, and
All the previous things. Yeah.
and he stormed out of the courtroom, and then Judge Engeron and his family and the people that work for him have all been threatened by Trump people, Trump supporters, and so that's not good. But anyway, that's on the side, like a backstory, okay, just to hold in your consciousness. But anyway, Weiselberg, because he perjured himself, now he's negotiating. So Weiselberg went to that case, and Judge Engeron interviewed, okay, or he gave testimony. He lied, like
Big time.
going back to Rikers, I suppose, right? Needs to go back. And so now Weiselberg's negotiating a guilty plea with Alvin Bragg, which is the Stormy Daniels case.
The other case. Yeah.
Yeah, the hush money case. And what's his name? Glenn Kirshner. He thinks that could turn into an election fraud case. So that's one of the first things I want, or election interference trial. That's one of the first things I want to read on with you, Lisa.
Okay.
And then, okay, so the second thing that Glenn said that's really important is Judge Engeron's trial with Tish James.
The New York-based one.
Yeah, my notes are like Schittler may wind up paying $370 million. And again, there's no jury; it's just up to Judge Engeron. That case may be finished this month, like mid-month, and
Mid-February.
Yeah, and that goes because it was supposed to be early February. Now it's held off a little bit, but that goes. Oh, and I'm getting chills. That goes with the reading I did yesterday on Trump, where I was just going to do the week, and then something hit. Like you're going from one camera to the other over my table, and I decided to just read a couple other things instead.
Oh, okay.
So, and I think that's what the cards were trying to tell me. But anyway. So that just like hold that case is there. And then there's Schittler's federal prosecution trial in Washington, D.C. That's the one with Judge Chutkan and Jack Smith. That one's definitely going to be delayed because this March 25th trial with Alvin Bragg probably, because that schedule will probably get pushed up. So I want to ask about that too, like timing with you. Anyway, what I got and what Lisa got out of listening to the video, you guys, is that everything hinges whether or not Schittler has immunity.
Mm-hmm.
And nope, he does not. I can't imagine that SCOTUS will give him that. There's no way they could.
No way. There's no way.
There's no way they could. Because that means if they do that, then Joe Biden right now can do
retroactively. I mean, just all down the line, anything.
Yeah. Right?
it's really, I mean, if you want to get to the root of it, what just popped in my head is it makes no sense anyway to amend anything presidential,
Right.
the highest level of when we've got so many lower things that need to be amended. You don't start up here with that, even if we were to do it. You start down low with the basics and work your way up on. We don't, if the president's wrong, ex-president, future president, whatever, immunity should not even be a factor. I mean, that's beyond democracy and everything else. You can't do that. They need to be held accountable, and all that other stuff. We need to fix all the shit at the bottom first, and then, but I mean, I get it, but this is shaking up so much, and it's blowing everybody's mind, and it's very easy to get the wrong information from different sources, and God, it's so hard to get a good source anymore, and it's really different now media wise, I think, to make sure you're getting the right stuff, because I mean, it's real life, guys. Things get filtered to us through the media too, so all we know is what we're told.
And I don't know if you guys are like me or if you're like me, Lisa, where I can read something and I get it a little bit, but if I hear it, then I get it way more. And if I read it and hear it and then take notes while somebody's talking, if I know they're reputable,
right.
They're not talking about they are saying all the right things on MSNBC, and they've been on Trump for so darn long. And, and I get these comments about, nothing's out in the mainstream media. And I'm like, well, if go to YouTube, MSNBC has their own channel and you get everything that in little clips without ads even. Well, there's still ads, but yeah.
It sounds like we're being real chatty, like on the case, guys, but Denise brought up a good point, and she's like, we're getting these questions on a regular basis, and sometimes both of us have a hard time understanding exactly what the question is.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to provide a poor reading if the question's not quite on point. So that's
and so for now, I think when we're not sure about a question and I think we should just wait to read on it, if we don't know what's going on. Because otherwise I just get mixed up goofy cards, and then I have to do a separate reading, like, is this question even valid, before I can even do the real reading. And then I get a no, right. And it's like, well, there went 10 minutes. It could have gone on to a question that we checked out ahead of time. Yeah.
But bring on the questions, guys. Bring on all the questions. We just want to make sure we're coming from a good place, because whatever we say, somebody's listening.
Yeah, it's like you're out in the, like out in the field, interviewer, man on the street interviewer, or lady on the corner.
I know.
And then it's like, okay, but wait, I got to find out if this is true.
Right. And Kathy Ritchie said, I really hate watching the news. And I mean, that's important too, because
it depends on
if your only source is the community, we need to get it right.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, and you can't get anything on Fox News. That's right, Charles. Yeah. Echo's here, Lisa.
Hi, Echo. Oh, hey. I know. I've got one too.
I know. Right. I know you have it.
I've been showing it off everywhere I go.
We got to show it off while it's still cold enough we don't mind this on our legs, right?
I am changing my name to Linus because I'm so attached to this thing.
Yeah. To Lioness? Oh,
Linus. I'm officially Linus.
Oh, that's perfect.
I love it. I just do.
Lisa Lioness. I love it. That's great. Or Lioness Lisa, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, and that's weird because I had that weird Lionel thing going. Remember, I got.
Oh, that's so funny.
God, that's weird. All right. Anyway, off the subject.
Hello, ladies. Echo says. Echo Glanzo. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Joe. That's what all of us can do. That it's so easy to just watch the MSNBC clips on YouTube. It's so easy, and because they're not reporting dirt. I mean, they're not reporting Well, they're telling the truth and they're up on everything. They're getting their news. They'll have Washington Post, editors that have already done all the, so you get the best of everything without having to pay anything.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go to, let me get over here to the banners. And I did start your question there, so I have that as well. Go ahead, put your questions in, you guys, and like Hilda said, please, all caps.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be emojis, but all caps. Yeah, so this one, I just want to find out, I guess it's just a basic yes or no with this one. Will the Stormy Daniels hush money New York civil fraud case with Alvin Bragg wind up going first?
Oh, I already kind of, okay.
Really?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay, interesting.
But
something else will come up. Okay. Yeah, let's let go of our bias or whatever we think. Yeah. Let me move that. Yes or no? That's interesting. What? These cards that are neutral, that's interesting.
My pendulum did I don't know what the heck's going on thing, and then it did a no, but I'm going to throw cards though.
So maybe things are in flux. That's why you probably couldn't get.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, and you guys, if Lisa might freeze every once in a while. And so if we cut each other off, please know that we don't mean to do that. But sometimes she'll freeze and can't hear me. And yeah, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And we figured out it's like about a 5-second delay sometimes.
Yeah. So our apologies.
I wonder if it's because I have mine set at normal latency so that people can get the closed captioning. I wonder if that's it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Debsy. You're right on there, honey. I thanks for starting that, but I already have it in the banners.
Oh yeah, and I started.
No, it's okay. We'll just go to but see, Deb was listening to what I read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know why, because you want to get yes or no cards, right?
Yeah.
And the first cards that came, I just flipped it over, and from the bottom, I've got a man. So I don't know which man yet. Maybe it is Alvin Bragg, or I don't know. But there's secrets and research. The book is secrets, research, going by the literal law of the book, letter of the law. And then I've got the fox. So there's something I think still being worked on. Alvin Bragg is going to use everything to his advantage that he has. And remember, he's the one, like a long time ago, he had it coming out and then he stopped, and we're all like, well, come on, dude, grow some balls, right? And it wasn't about that, because nobody wants to, none of these prosecutors want to bring anything forward unless they know they can get them.
Right. And you definitely don't want Weisselberg involved with any case that you have on any level with the latter ones, because his credibility's in the toilet.
There you go. You got it. That's right. Yeah.
I'm with you on what you said.
This might be Weisselberg lying. Maybe this is his oath. Maybe this is Weisselberg's oath and Weisselberg lying. So that could be the case, because I do have the letter at the bottom of the deck, I do have the sun and the clover, so there's that opportunity to come forward.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it's very possible. I don't know. Tell me what you have.
I just got as far in as 3 cards because the 3 that I had were totally what you had just said. Because I got the Hermit, and that made me feel like the singling out of something. Because you said, maybe focusing on maybe narrowing down the focus on something or something on those lines. The Magician made me feel like there's more to work on, more moving parts,
Yeah.
making things happen, right? And you know how the Magician has this infinity thing in there? That kind of made me feel like continuity. For whatever word, continuity is important with this because you want to piece all these different cases together. Because I don't know where this is coming from, guys. I just now started reading shit today, but it feels like they need to focus on continuity because if you have a series of cases, they're like links in a chain.
Yeah.
So if there's one in the middle that's kind of fucked up,
Yeah.
it blows everything out of the water.
You got it with the link in the chain. You got
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm feeling.
I
That's
love
what
that. And see why it's so important to stick with like decks that are really holding firm to that Rider-Waite Smith,
right.
because those symbols, like
You
they're,
miss that stuff. You
yeah.
forget. I forget that stuff sometimes. Yeah.
Well, you want them really prominent, and the decks, a lot of that decks do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Wayne. Just say hi to Wayne, and I thought I saw Charles Bartholomew here too. Hi, Amanda.
Oh, Wayne, I had pancakes with blueberries, by the way, today. You know what I mean?
Aw. I drew another card and I got the yes card in the Lenormand. So I think this
Okay.
will wind up going first. But we could be wrong because things are in flux, and so that's okay.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Jack Smith had a behind. I learned what ex parte means. It means behind closed doors. They had a meeting. Libby's talking about that. Yeah.
Okay.
We can maybe read on that to see what they talked about.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, let me get over here. I have to hide it from this other area. Okay. All right, let's ask this one. And I think this takes care of Deb Z's too. I think.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Foggy Ozark, which kind of cards are which ones? The ones Lisa was doing or mine? Which one, Foggy, are you talking about? Lisa was using the Light Seers Tarot. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just so you know. And I was using the vintage Lenormand.
Oh, Foggy said you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a Lenormand deck. Or it looks like in English Lenormand, if you want to spell it out. There's tons of them. But I truly recommend if you're learning it to go with one that has really simple. No, it's not a tarot deck. It's the Lenormand. Yeah. You want really simple symbols, not a lot of artwork all over the place because your eyes don't. Yeah. When you're first learning,
Right.
Yeah. They don't allow your intuition to function as well.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, will the Stormy Daniels, wouldn't this just be hilarious if it turns out that she's like one of the major women that brings Trump down?
It would be funny.
Wouldn't it be,
How ironic. Yeah.
Yeah. Will it turn, and again, this is a yes or no. Will the Stormy Daniels hush money New York civil fraud case with Alvin Bragg and Judge Merchan, or I think it's Merchan, something like that in Spanish. It's Juan Merchan, I think. Anyway, will it turn into an election interference case? Election interference case. will it turn into?
Turn into an interference case. I know it's a yes, no, but I'm gonna throw cards anyway.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, I could use this yes no deck over here and see what I get. If you don't mind me making some noise.
Oh boy. Oh what?
Libby says it's take a number for women bringing twat down.
True. Seriously. Oh my gosh. It's pretty funny. Oh.
Okay. Whoops, that one flipped out. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna have my answer here, and it came through with both systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first card I got was the moon. And then I got the 8 of Pentacles. And then the Knight of Pentacles and 2 of Cups. I think that's interesting. I really feel like with, especially with the 2 of Cups, I'm almost kind of looking beyond Stormy's case. But I do.
Oops. You froze.
Knight of Pentacles is kind of leaving those breadcrumbs. That kind of feels like a yes card too. 8 of Pentacles is a yes. That moon is just maybe that's my uncertainty. I don't know. Maybe the moon is maybe it's not just this case, or it's a different case. Is with that. I don't know. There's something different with that one. I don't know. What do you get? That one was weird for me. I'm getting a strong yes, but the moon's making me feel a certain way.
Well, if you did read reversals, that moon coming through reverse would be secrets coming out. Okay. So there's that possibility, you know. Yeah. So with the Lenny's, I have 2 yes cards that came right out. And then with the tarot, I had the Judgment. That's a yes card.
There you go. Yeah.
So this will be interesting. That it might slow things down, but you know what? Wouldn't it be great if, because Fani's case could take longer, and this one might go faster.
Yeah.
Like hers wasn't even scheduled to start before August, I think, and now they're kind of, you know, they're giving her trouble too. Yeah. Were you thinking of something else?
I got it like a total dream deja vu thing.
Really?
I must have had a dream or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked funny.
No, I just
it's funny that you said that, because I was totally thinking, I was like, what? Everything Denise is saying reminds me of
a dream.
I think I could sit with that. I had a dream about something.
Because I know you don't even need cards. Like I know you could just be in your car tooling around town, and
I did intuitively find another YouTuber. That was the only person I talked to. He had a channel.
Wasn't that hilarious? Had his own channel.
He was as sweet as he could be. And
I have to rewind and write it down, but it sounded like he was a gamer. It sounded like a gamer channel.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? I haven't looked it up yet. If I can find it, I'll put it in my little description for him or something.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, he probably won't know where to find you.
No, he's probably like, who the hell was that old lady? Some old chick asked me to say hi to her friends on her phone.
It was so funny.
Oh.
Man, let me get over here the starred comments to see because there's some really good ones here, and I want to make sure we get yours in because mine can wait. Peg is wanting to know Pegasus, and she's on Facebook. It's called Purple Nation Review. She always posts a lot of good things. I'm not there anymore, but she's so lovely that she emails them to me. Because I did my big, to Mark Zuckerberg and left Facebook. Anyway, how much will 45 have to pay New York State for his 15 years of fraud? So that's the business fraud trial. But let's see, hold on, because somebody had, here's Plucky Heroin. Let's do this one. Well, because this is a yes or no, it'll be easier. Will Engeron hammer Trumpy with damages greater than $370 million? Are you thinking of the dream again?
I was. Did I get a weird look on my face? Yes.
No, we're like tuned in because I felt that. Well, okay, go with.
I'm not. I mean, I'm definitely. I mean, I can't put my finger on. I would totally say, but I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just getting like little peppered in. It's crazy.
We can stop for 5 minutes while you kind of feel into it. Seriously, it must be important because it came through twice.
All right, continue on. I'll sit with this for a second.
Okay, I'll try not to make too much noise then.
No, you're good. Because it'll probably make me remember more if I listen to you. So.
Oh, well, I'm just asking a yes or a no, but.
Have you answered yet?
Oh, I got my cards. I just didn't want to distract.
No, go ahead. Because I wrote down something. So. Well,
let's go with what you were getting. What were you remembering?
Because it's so random. I feel like it's like building up to something that might not make sense. I think what I'm remembering is there's something about the juror selection. Something about the juror selection. There's going to be an issue with. There's something sketchy with a juror.
In another case, maybe because this one doesn't have a.
In another case.
Yeah. And so the jury selection in one of
something
the other
about the jury selection
in one of the other cases. Okay.
I don't know. Just throwing it out there. It's out there. So.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, write yourself a little note to figure out which case and drop it into Dreamtime because I know you're going to get it.
I'm going to write this down. Today's February the 3rd.
Yeah.
Something about jury selection.
Interesting.
Go ahead.
Hi, Fatima. Hi. Or Fatima. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name there. Yeah. But with this one, as far as I'll just show you all the cards in a row. Oh, that one's got naked people on it. Oh, well.
Oh, you got to show that.
Okay.
What? Are we all back on? I'm just kidding.
Apparently, Linda G can show that one video with the lady that, went through the window on her.
Oh, yeah.
I post that in her community section, but no, I can't even do cards that have, artwork with genitals.
Boo.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, yes or no?
That's okay, because we love it when you draw little pants on everybody.
Right. Yeah, I didn't do it with this deck. So, will will he have to pay? Will Schittler have to pay more than 37 million? Will Sniffy McSchittler have to pay more than 370 million? I've got yes. That worm will turn. I've got yes. And these are all straight up. Yes. Look, that's a lot of money. And his kids are going to lose their inheritance.
Well,
Dad, what'd you do?
I can't even get a Snickers bar. I'm hungry.
I don't can't buy Coke no more.
You remember that old commercial where everybody would get so grumpy and they need because he's so angry?
Oh, that's right. The
Like, eat a Snickers.
You're hungry. That's right. Yeah. That's a good question there, Jeanette. Gotcha. Okay. And then and two more yes cards, but I gotta cover up the naked people here. Money, or no, relationships and money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money with that Empress, I would think.
You
So,
guys.
okay, let me get back over. Wait, over here. There we go. Okay. Let me get over the starred questions. Okay, I hope that answers yours, Pegasus, because I think that's probably what you really wanted to know. It's going to be more. He's going to hit him hard, like a big upside the head, right?
Gotta hit him in the pocketbook for sure, right? That's what speaks the loudest.
Yeah. This one's a short yes or no. If we just go with the last line, will Abbott be held accountable for violating federal law?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, some good questions in here today, you guys. What'd you get, honey?
I got a yes.
Bam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a solid yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this one. Amanda, did we hear the House Speaker? So Mike Johnson. Who doesn't have any bank accounts. He's talking about how it's all Biden's fault, that the border's out of control and everyone's coming over here criminals. So, yeah. Do people really believe it? Oops. Okay. How sad. What'd you get?
I got a middle of the road, but I thought no. My pendulum did middle of the road, and I was going to throw cards. So,
yeah, it seems to me like some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I'm going to see what I get here, though. It kind of feels like the majority don't, but there are some people that.
Let's ask it from that perspective, because we left it wide open here.
Okay.
Well, let me reshuffle. So does the majority of people, does the majority of voters really believe it? Because who knows how many Trump voters are felons and can't vote.
Right. God.
Can you see my horns coming out?
I love it. Bring them on.
Oh, God. Okay. One more time. All right. Does the majority of people, do the majority of voters really believe it? Yeah. Jeez, how many yeses can I get here? I'm just going to stop.
Oh gosh.
I
So
got
you're
yes,
getting
yes,
that the majority
yes.
don't believe him.
I get that the majority does believe him.
Majority does believe him.
Yeah. Well, but the truth is the border is out of control, but it's not Biden's fault.
And that's like a whole other layer, right?
Yeah, because it's an act of Congress to get the money to do. I did a long reading on this. So Amanda, if you go to my playlist, and I just did it last week, and read that video, you get a lot. Or read that video, watch that video, you get a lot out of it.
I just have 4 cards. I got the Queen of Wands. That's like the big yes type card. I got
Yeah.
the Page of Swords. That made me feel like maybe on the fence. Maybe some are looking into it. It's maybe, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I mean, if you're, golly,
It's like they don't have all the
it is.
information.
Are we talking about the source of the issue or just the issue itself? So
Yeah. Well, it's the information. They don't have all the information. Because most people aren't reading up or listening to get all the different pieces of information to show that Biden does not have. He can't, he's not the one that can control the whole thing. He has said that, I mean, I had a whole list of the things that he said that he would do. I don't think I still have it around. No, because I think I threw it away. That he's already, I mean, it's set to go. It just has to get through Senate and then he would sign it, right? But these guys are holding it up as a voting chip because Trump told them to. Trump said, don't sign anything. I'll take care of it when I'm in. So they're holding all of us hostage. Meanwhile, like 10,000 people a day or more, 25,000 sometimes are and then you've got this little asshole with putting razor wire that's, and I'm thinking to myself, well, nobody's going to probably be dumb enough to try to make it across that razor wire. But what about the ducks? What about the ducks and the geese?
yeah,
Like,
that's a good point.
Right?
Well, it's lack of forward thinking.
And the cruelty and just
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we took care of that one. I hope I didn't just get rid of a question on. Okay. Tom wants to know, how does Trump's health look early May? Look by early May. Okay. Do we see him leaving the country if things continue to go bad? Trump's health. Well, you guys know what cards I always get on him. Right?
Are you using Kipper?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not doing well. I can't imagine him.
He doesn't look well at all.
Doesn't what, honey?
He doesn't look well.
Yeah, right.
His whole face has kind of changed a lot, and the way he carries his gait is a little funky, I think.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I noticed he switched from whatever he was. I don't know if it's spray tan or if it's just makeup, but he's gone to a darker shade, trying to not be orange anymore. But hey, no, this is him. We know who he is.
Oh God. With his corn husk at the top.
Right? Who wore it better?
Who wore it better? Oh, that man. Gosh. All right.
Oh goodness. Okay. All right. Trump's health. How will it be by early May? Do we see him leaving the country if things continue to go bad? because that's what Sterling says.
Okay.
All right.
Well.
Okay, so his card's here.
I did get the justice card. I mean, we could go there legally for sure.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny that we were kind of talking about, I mean, we're talking about his health, you know, his balance, his steadiness, his
There you go.
all of that. I got the 5 of Swords. Here we go with psychological. Just the stress alone. That too. I got the Knight of Cups. And this is the attempt to pretty much prop him up and keep him on task as being competent and coherent and healthy and on the case and ready to run. But my last card I got was 10 of Wands. And it's the one where he's either that's him just out of the picture and into jail, or that's him trying to get out. Movement of some sort with him. So May might yield movement.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, you got that April 12th date that he was going to be.
Oh, yeah. And May's after that. So,
yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to hold up every card that I got because I have 28 cards here. Mm-hmm. But so I can tell you with what's going on with the diagonals and the cards that are before him. He has support. He has community support with some older women who think he's all that. Mm-hmm. But he's feeling helpless about money. And there's something about Putin here. And then the Rut-Row card around grifting, and all this investigation, and then literally, discovery coming through. Mm-hmm. And his strategy isn't working because people are flipping on him. And he's like this, head down, got just oh shit, and this is a card of self-sabotage and violence, and it's right next to this card, which is him and his lying, cheating, and stealing, and how's that going to work for you, right? Here's all the documents coming out that actually prove his karma, and then here's my answer card.
Always.
And right, if he doesn't wind up, horizontal like that, at least it's his, because it actually cards came in this order. It's his brain that's just gone, brain dead. Yeah. So, however he gets there, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Not good. May's right around the corner too.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You give these. Yeah. Alicia, you give these assholes enough rope and they hang themselves. Here, Alicia's saying, as Hitler's Russian handler, I don't see Melania leaving until Putin allows it. Off the subject on my mind. Yeah. We read on that last week, didn't we? We didn't see them getting divorced, I think.
I think we did read on that.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, there's that.
It all runs together.
They do, right? Yeah. So Libby's wanting to know what went on between Jack and Eileen Cannon behind the closed doors. They had a off the what do they call it? No, behind closed doors. That ex parte.
Sidebar, is that what they call it?
No, they just had a behind closed doors meeting. Oh. That's what they had. Yeah. So what did they talk about? What came through? Maybe what was the conclusion? What was going on there? Okay. Okay. Whoops. Jack Smith came through. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I need to go further, but let's see. For shits and giggles, man.
For shits and giggles.
For shits and giggles. What do you think, Lisa? Do you have anything yet?
I got the 7 of Pentacles. So planting the seed for something here. It has something to do with past, present, and future, which just sounds super vague, but I think it has a lot to do with alignment. I want to say the word alignment. I got the Judgment card, and I got the 2 of Swords. It's about getting something aligned, and with this Courage card, it's like a little punch at the end.
Cool.
Getting something in alignment. Is it like moving the sequence of events around, or discussing the sequence of events?
I'm staring at 27 cards here, and by looking at the corners and what's at the center, because he's right in the center of the reading, I feel like it has to do with some documents not being, because I've got the documents and change, not some documents not coming through.
Like filling holes?
Oh, I get it, because I've got, okay, so Jack Smith's card is knighting to the investigation card. The details of the documents that come out, it has to do with what they're going to allow to be visible, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because doesn't it make sense that before every jury, you have admissible evidence? Is that the way to say it? Admissible evidence, and then inadmissible, because, or you have to, like, both parties have to have all the documentation before you can't, right?
You can't like surprise attack. The defense and the prosecution both have to know what's on the table. But the big loophole with that, though, is if, like, somehow the defense leaks out some kind of information, like somehow on the stand, then that gives the prosecution, that opens that door. It's like, oh, well, since you brought that up.
Oh, there
so that's
you
a real
go. Yeah. Well, that makes sense why this coming out, and then it knights to this card about something being given, like, yeah. So I think that's what they're talking about. I think they were going back and forth, and I've got like the family room, so it's like what stays in this like inner circle. They have a wealth. Jack Smith has just a wealth of evidence, like the wealth of documentation, and this would be videos too, maybe, or audio, right? There would be any form of communication. And then here's the all the stolen documentation. So I think that's what it's about. I mean, of course, it is about the stolen documents taken from Mar-a-Lago. Family room would be that. So here's Mar-a-Lago, the Mar-a-Lago card. But what I'm thinking it has to do with, so Jack Smith, he's looking at the long long pitcher. He doesn't mind going back and forth, and I don't think he cares if it goes beyond the election. I think he's really just looking to see, like, who, because this is my J6 committee card, and he's looking to see, like, who paid for what, who did what, who, and then this is Trump trying to get money from his community of, I mean, he probably sold something to Iran. He probably tried to sell, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
Right. Yeah. Jeanette's wondering if the jury. Okay, so this is all the trials. Will the jury remain anonymous for their protection for all the trials? I think they sure should.
I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if when it comes to, you guys will have to let me know, because I'm not sure if when it comes to the law, I think during the trials they can, and during, let me get over here to the comments. Joe was saying some of the documents are too sensitive to be allowed into evidence. There you go. There you go. That's probably exactly, I bet you, Joe, that is exactly what the whole thing was about. Very good. Yeah. So Peg is saying, depends with this question about the jury trial or the jurors. Depends on each judge, probably. Yeah. I bet you're right about that. Deb C, I've got your question started there. Okay. Right, Fleck. I hope it comes out too that he sold secrets. Lisa, Joe had a really good point on what we were reading on before, and I think that might have went with your cards, because she's saying some of the documents were too sensitive or are too sensitive to be allowed into evidence.
Oh, okay.
Sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about the people cards that were around that evidence card. That's yeah. Like there's protection and then secret. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
So, and Pegasus had a good point about with this question about Hilda's like, Lisa. Yeah, will the jury remain anonymous? Judge, but I don't know. I guess we can just ask the way the question is posed. Yeah, that's right, Libby. They did remain anonymous during Eugene, and yeah, the judge not to tell anyone they were in the jury. Yeah, I think they have to by law not tell that they're. I think they have to keep everything really quiet. But it was even after what you're saying was true, Libby. That even after the jury was done, then they can say whatever, but he advised them not to. Will the jury remain anonymous for their protection for all the trials? Wow. Huh. This is surprising.
You got a surprising one?
I do. Do you have anything yet?
I have. Yeah. The first card I got was Temperance.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. And it's almost like building blocks, the look of that card, right?
Yeah.
But I got the Sun, which is like a big yes.
Super big, yeah.
And then I got the Four of Wands, which is another big yes.
Right.
Then just to even it out, I got the the 5 of Cups. So that's kind of a, but I think I'm leaning toward yes.
Maybe it's like trying to prevent some grief that could happen with that 5 of Cups. Regret,
Maybe.
trying to prevent regret or something.
Regret, protection. I don't know.
Yeah, those are all yes cards. I have 3 yes cards. So like here's the information flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this would literally be the law
Mm-hmm.
with the Hierophant. And then this one's definitely all about protection and to protect their families as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that. So this is for all the trials. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Jeanette saying this is to avoid Trump getting to the jurors and harassing them. Right. I love the way you guys think.
Yep.
right on, Jeanette. Yeah. Oh, right. Jeanette's also saying that the sensitive part can be redacted. Okay, there you go. Very good. Of course.
Of course.
Could be like remember the Mueller report?
You're right.
Thanks to Bill Barr literally using his name for it's all in the name, right? He's just Barr everything.
How perfect.
Yeah, he probably has intestinal problems because
Probably. Joe Eliza said, I think after the grand jury fiasco, they are keeping all juries secret from Trump.
That's the way it needs to be, right? That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Debsy is wondering, is Eileen Cannon being prompted by or advised by the Federalist Society in the documents case? Since she's so inexperienced. Yeah, she really doesn't know. She had something like 14 hours of jury time or bench time.
Yikes.
Right?
I mean, you got to start somewhere, but do you start with this? That's the thing, right?
Way to fall hard, right?
I know, right?
It's a career ruining. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, this is amazing. I mean, I swear there are tons of no cards in this deck. I swear. I mean,
you're getting big old yeses.
I've got 3 yeses. So that wheel keeps turning from, get the Wheel of Fortune. And yes, they're all hooked up from the past together. And yes, they think this is the way to win. We'll just give her what she wants.
There you go. I mean, I got the Knight of Cups. I got the Page of Pentacles. I feel like those are yeses.
Uh-huh.
I did get the 6 of Swords, but I didn't feel like that was a negative at all. But I did get the 5 of Swords. And that's the one that's got the big warning on there. So I would say 3 yeses and a no from over here. So
yeah,
that's a yes.
Yeah. Well, that one was easy. So I have tons of questions in the banners, but I'll just save them. We can just save them for next week and do some cards for you. Well, I think, let me see. Do you want to do, I've got about another 10 minutes. Let me see if I missed any. Yeah, I can. You know what I can do is go back later and rewatch and pull your questions out for next time too. Oh wait. Oh, we got that one. Okay. All right, we're set there. Do you want to do a little check-in on Dark Brandon? Oh wait.
Sure.
Hold on.
Oh no. Are we getting the shades out? Perfect.
Yeah, read the comments, but
you got props over there. I love it.
they're so dark. I couldn't even see the screen, and they're those like polarized kind.
Oh, it's mega dark.
Yeah, super dark. Okay, how's he doing? How's he doing? I did his monthly, but I used Libby Stack and it worked out really well.
All right.
But it's for a whole month, so let's just check in for maybe like this week or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I was watching you and Debbie this morning, and that was so funny. She's talking about Debbie finally said the F word out loud.
I love when she said the F word.
I know, she dropped an F bomb because apparently Dark Brandon has quite the potty mouth when he gets pissed. I love it. And he was totally right. Everything he said was right.
Yeah.
But you don't have 4 planets in Scorpio and not use them. Oh, thank you, Paula. Hold on. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. That's Joe, dude.
Charles said Denise is so funny. We don't need a comedy channel, right?
Yeah, sure.
You are funny. Funny as all get out.
Yeah, my brother used to tell her, yeah, she smells funny too, or something like that.
Oh God.
People would say, "Oh God, you're so strong," and then he'd go, "Yeah, but smell isn't everything."
Oh, siblings are wonderful, huh? Woo.
When I was dating, he'd always say, "Don't let him take you to the boneyard."
Oh my God.
I know. I'm like, dude, he's younger than me, right?
That's terrible.
Shut up. Oh, God.
That is really funny.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay, so how is Joe doing? How you doing, dude? Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. That's good there. Okay. Yeah.
You want to go first on this one?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. Because I've got something, but I'm figuring out 2 of these because it doesn't make sense.
I think he's watching. He's getting information about everything that he needs to stay on top of things. And what's crossing it with the Chariot card, I think it has to do with, maybe the traveling's getting to him. But then on another level, I feel like because this card is ruled by Cancer, and that would be, to me, if I politicize it, would be like our homeland. So I'm thinking it has to do with, what's going on in Israel and Hamas and the fact that Iran, he had to make the decision to do some bombing or whatever. Mm-hmm. And from what I understand, they gave everybody a warning way ahead of time to say that, this is going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. And it was just a munitions base, I think they got, to take out stuff like that. But because they killed 3 people of ours, and then 40 people
that
got
drone attack thing.
Yeah. And Iran is supplying drones to Russia that are being used in Ukraine. So he major chills about that. So that I think that this is where he's at. He's really concerned about that. But he's sitting in a strong position. This is down, at the base. He's strong. In his past, I've got the Ace of Swords, but it's reversed. So I think he figured out somebody was lying to him who he thought he could trust. And this might be like, some information that came out from spying. what's hanging over him, he's worried about the homeland being happy, and he's worried probably about people not voting for him because he's having to do this, and he's feeling really burdened. But it's like, what do you do? It's like somebody breaking into your house and you live alone. What do you do? And what if you don't have a gun? Or any other, like, I mean, I got a taser, man, but keep it charged. But like, it's like you call the cops, right? But then you've got other people on the other side saying, well, vote for Biden because he bombed this or did that. It's like, well, what do you do when you know what I mean? When you got to protect your kids, like imagine you have kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on what you're saying over there.
I mean, like we are his kids with both of these cards. It's like,
yeah. I one of the cards that I got was the 7 of Wands over here, and I also got the 7 of Swords. And in this deck, it really made me feel like, I mean, you can use that word defense as a double entendre a little bit, because he's dealing with defense of the country and defense of his family. And, he's got he's defending a lot. He's defending himself. There's a lot going on. So he's encircled with protect a lot of different things in different ways. And like what you pointed out, what's worse than, coming into office with a certain set of points of view or whatever, but then you get in a real situation where you got to make the tough decisions, and now he's in the middle of all this bullshit, and he's defending on behalf of other countries now. So that's happening. Reaching out with the deal with Gaza and Israel and all that, right? But I got the King of Coins. I was seeing that as him. So that's him. I think the confidence is still there. He's tired. I think he's really having to take a lot, if he can, any kind of downtime he can take advantage of. He's doing that, is what I'm feeling. I got the Queen of Cups. I think that could even be the First Lady stepping in, stepping up, doing her part, being as supportive as possible. I got the 6 of Cups, and then I got the 8 of Cups. All these cups happening. So,
wow.
And in the 8 of Cups, this one, it almost looks like, well, both of them, it almost looks like White House or courthouse kind of pillars in those. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
In both of those. So there's a lot surrounding emotion with all these cups.
Like he has a lot of support wherever he goes, is what you're saying? Is that what you're? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Jeanette saying, Lisa, no sip later? You're coming on later, right?
I am coming on later. It's 6:30 Eastern, which is 2 hours and 16 minutes from now.
Cool. Awesome. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. So let me get rid of this. Sorry. Let's do some cards for everyone.
Cards for the peeps.
Yeah. Cards for everyone.
Cards for the fam.
Figure out which deck to use. Let me try this one.
Should I pull a mushy card or a sassy card?
Sassy. You know what? Let's do sassy.
Okay.
Let's both do sassy. Snarky sassy.
Snarky. Right.
Yeah, what do you guys need to know?
Right?
Yeah.
Real sassy.
Yeah. Oh, Foggy says we're so engaged here. She feels the love and a lot less depressed now. Yeah, we really have to hang in there together. Yeah. Everything's going to work out. It's going to be fine. We are just, and you know what? Like 10 years from now, we're going to, all the movies, And
We'll enjoy reviewing all the different series and Netflix.
and I
all
really
the stuff
feel
that comes out.
like we're going to be emboldened to, go after the, our senators and House reps and whatever
Right.
needed to, because when
This is
this
gonna
first,
make go
well,
ahead.
well, I was just thinking, like, way back in the beginning, we were waiting to see how it would go. Like, we're not putting up with anything now. Like, the abuser is already, well, we got him out of the house, we divorced him, and he's not getting back in. But
That's exactly what I was going to say. Along those lines, is it's going to make a difference on who we get voted in from now on.
yeah, yeah,
We're what do we did? This draining the swamp wasn't that the whole premise?
yeah,
All that?
right, yeah,
It's happening. It is
yeah.
happening.
Draining
So,
the swamp and clean up on aisle 45, and
yeah, it's happening. We're going to be more people who run for different points of office, different positions. They're going to realize there's accountability now.
yeah,
It's not just let me get in there so I can do whatever the hell I want to do. It's going to be, I'm going to get in there because this is for the greater good. So
yeah,
it's happening.
yeah. Pat Lyle is saying she wished we could come on every day. Well, you know what? Lisa's been tooling around in town in her car.
Okay, not every day. I did it one time.
So make sure your notifications are set, because you never know what she's going to do.
I might do it again. Maybe I'll bring some tarot cards with me next time.
Well, oh my God.
Pull an oracle card for somebody in a parking lot.
Tarot in the car.
Tarot in the car.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Somebody was saying, Alicia is saying she's back after a month after being on the brink of death. Oh my goodness. You tested positive for the flu and COVID at the same time. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a fun one. All right, I got two cute ones here.
Okay, go for it.
All right. The first one says, don't phone it in. Show up and throw down. Throw it down. Show up and throw it down. Don't phone it in. I like that. That's like, get involved. Get in there.
Yeah,
I like that. The second one was to chill, try an ice cube. To become more fluid, add wine. I like that.
My cards kind of go with that. Remember how amazing it was being a child, and the other one's like, no, because you can't drink wine.
Oh,
Well,
that's funny.
I guess you could if you had kids like Drew Barrymore's, or had parents like Drew Barrymore's, and then
giving her wine at age 3.
I think she was an alcoholic by like 9 or something. Yeah, poor kid. And then this other one, I don't know if I can read backwards here. It's the 5 of Swords. What's the matter, guys? Don't like getting your ass beat? Come on, bro. Let's go to brunch. You're a dick, Gary.
Gary's got problems.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. I wish I had more time to stay on, but I got to go.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys, for all the great questions.
Right.
Yeah. And if I find something I missed, we'll see if I can bring them in next week. And yeah, everybody join Lisa.
Hope to see you guys later.
Yeah. Yes.